Welcome to your daily stimulus package and second stimulus check update. Hope you are doing well today. Give this video a thumbs up if you support a second stimulus check to struggling Americans. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this awesome community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips. And if you've been watching this channel but yet to subscribe, you are really missing out. Hit the subscribe button now to stay informed on the latest updates. We've got some new details to discuss in this update. In this update, we'll quickly go through where things currently stand with the new stimulus bill that we've seen from the Democrats. The House and the Senate are set to go on a recess very soon before the November elections. And right now, we are seeing a few days left for them to make a decision and come to an agreement. According to this report from Forbes, we've seen that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Steven Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, have been on the phone lately. They've been discussing, having some phone calls on the next stimulus bill. And this report right here is saying that Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin is set to counter. So he's going to put a counter offer to Nancy Pelosi's $2.2 trillion stimulus package. Now the question is, will he include another $1,200 stimulus check in his counter offer? And will he also provide funding for states and local government in his next counter offer? So, we don't want this to be the same deal that we've been seeing with the stimulus talks and this going nowhere. They do have a few days to make a decision, and the decision they make right now will determine if we see anything before November. In fact, this report right here goes in to say that both sides are optimistic. On Tuesday, the two of them spoke for nearly 50 minutes. So the 50-minute phone call seemed like progress because, again, these two parties haven't been speaking for a long time before this week, and they did review some provisions from the HEROES Act that's been updated, the $2.2 trillion package. So they will be talking again on Wednesday, which is today. It says the two did not reach an agreement on Tuesday, but decided to speak again on Wednesday. And Mnuchin is expected to come to Wednesday's meeting with a counter offer, according to two people with knowledge of the talks. So Steven Mnuchin is coming up with another counter offer, and hopefully he'll get something that will work in the best interest of the people. Mnuchin has always expressed that he does want a stimulus deal done. He said that before lawmakers, and he's been pushing for another stimulus bill to be done. So let me know your thoughts about this counter offer. What would you think a good counter offer will be? Is it one that includes just the $1,200 stimulus checks, or should it include funding for states and local governments? Remember, funding for states and local government has been a major sticky issue because this affects the wages, the salary reduction for people who work for the state governments, for state and government first responders, and people who work for the states. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. So the other thing we're hearing right now, according to this report from Newsweek, is that White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow. If you've been following these updates, we've always talked about Larry Kudlow and his viewpoints. So Larry Kudlow is saying that we can't have more enhanced unemployment benefits. So the deal here is the Democrats did include a $600 per week unemployment benefit in their new $2.2 trillion stimulus bill. And if you've been following the updates, you also know that the Republicans have been pushing back on the $600 per week benefit, which expired in July, and that was on July 31st, according to what the CARES Act provided. But right now, it does seem like there's some pushback from even the White House on the $600 per week. So Kudlow basically is saying that he agrees with another stimulus package, but he feels like even though another stimulus package will pump up the economy, he feels like the proposal, the $2.2 trillion package, basically includes an unnecessary unemployment benefits. And again, tens of millions of people who are going through displacement from work or being laid off from work during this period. I want to hear from you if you are listening to this right now. What do you feel about the $300 per week or the $600 per week?
I know some states have stopped paying the $300 per week that the president signed in his executive orders. But coming from someone that's close to the president saying that he doesn't feel like the $600 per week is necessary, I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, they keep pointing to the fact that the unemployment rate is hovering around 8.4%, and several economic reports that are indicating that 1 in 3 households with children are struggling to afford basic necessities. So here's exactly what Larry Kudlow said according to this report. So Larry Kudlow said, we can't have more assistance for unemployment to continue. This is what he told CNBC on Tuesday night. Then he goes on to say, nobody in the White House or GOP is holding up this money intended for well-targeted sectors. So again, he's talking about people blaming the GOP or the White House for holding up the package. And let's just be clear here, both sides have been holding up the whole stimulus package and just kicking the can down the road with no action, no agreement from both sides. So let's quickly dive into what another report here from Spectrum Local News. So this report here is saying that Tom Reed, one of the lawmakers, Tom Reed, is saying that if we can get into the zone, we can see a deal done. So remember, Tom Reed is one of the co-chairs of the Problem Solvers Caucus, the group that brought forth the $1.5 trillion package that basically aimed at bringing both sides together to break the impasse before we saw this $2.2 trillion from the House Democrats. So he said, we have been talking directly with the White House even as late as last night in regards to the negotiation, and Stephen Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have been talking to each other over the weekend. The other good news is that White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows feels like some progress can be reached to find some solution for the American people. Here's what Mark Meadows said. So Meadows said, the secretary and I had a couple of conversations this morning. We also had a conversation with the president. So hopefully we'll make some progress and find a solution for the American people.
Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or a side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.